That's 100% physical. No mental.
But we a little upset, like, man, this is way overboard. But no, we just.
No, it's part of football. You're gonna have to pass block, and if you want to be a complete back, some things you got to do. It's a dirty job. Somebody's got to do it.
What's over the hair? Change or what's the deal? Yeah, Michael Irvin side.
Somebody kind of dared me, said I wouldn't do it because I never do these types of things. So I'm cutting it off next week.
Reggie, how do you feel about the screen passes ran today? There was a lot of that going on today. How do you feel about that?
I love screen passes.
Yeah.
So, I think screen passes are great. I like when we run screens. It gives us a chance to kind of be in space.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, too, you got great visuals. You can also see some things, in a different look. But also, too, when you be channeling down there on that sideline, that's the kind of matchups you want. You want those linebackers one-on-one.
Yeah. And, Coach Payton does a great job at giving us opportunities to be mismatched against, like, say, a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie, how do you feel the defensive intensity was again today? It looks like they sort of controlled the pace of the practice.
Defense intensity is good. We like what the defense is doing because it's only going to bring out the best in us. So we like what Greg Williams is doing with the defense right now and how physical they are. I think it's great. It's only going to help them. It's only going to help us.
They're like stripping, or at least trying to strip you guys.
So that's good. We need turnovers. And that was a big thing for us the past couple of years. We weren't able to get some turnovers, create some turnovers. So.
We always talk about in Dallas, I used to cover the Cowboys. We always talk about Romo and all his off the field stuff, but you work just as hard on the field too. So we kind of forget that you working just as hard too on the field, but we always talk about your off the field stuff too.
You have to work hard off the field and on the field. Right. You can't do one or the other. It has to be both. Right. And I try to do that and just try to maintain both. Obviously it's going to taper off somewhere here and there during training camp because training camp is such it's so physically demanding. But you have to maintain both on and off the field.
Talk about the intensity. I know it kind of heated with you and Mitchell. Kind of tell us what happened on that.
I don't remember exactly what play you're talking about, but as far as the physical nature of our defense right now, I think everybody loves what Greg Williams is doing with our defense right now. They love the fact that our defense is extremely physical, and we feel like that's only going to help us as an offense, and that's only going to help them as a defense. So I think those were some of the problems that we were kind of lacking in the last few seasons. And Greg Williams is obviously doing a great job, right off the bat.
I was talking about the play where you threw your helmet down.
That was just a one-on-one linebacker drill, that we do, pass blocking type thing, and that's kind of for the running backs and linebackers just trying to get better. But I felt like I didn't do what I wanted to do. So that's really all. It's a competition period, and everything we do is competition. So it was a competition period, and I felt like I didn't get the most out of it that I could have. So that's all.
It's always going to be a drill where it's going to get a little tested.
Yeah, that's a drill where it's going to get physical. There might be some trash talking, and it's going to get real dirty. So we love it.
Do you think that a lot of this extra stuff that's going on is a product of what Williams is bringing in here, and it's one of the things that the offense has just got to get used to and learn to play through?
No, I think everybody for the most part, loves what the defense is doing right now. And I think they love the physical nature of our defense, and like I said earlier, it's only going to help us as an offense. It's only going to help them, for game time situations. And I think those are some of the areas we were lacking the last few seasons. And I think they're going to do really well. I'm very excited to see what our defense is going to do this year.
You can't get a little frustrated when you have that drill and things, I guess.
Yeah. It's just one of those periods, one of those drills where it's kind of a tough man competition, and you don't want to lose, and you don't want to be showing up. So that's really what it is.
You just got leverage on that one, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll watch the film and see what happens. But all in all, it's a great learning experience for all of us, and it's only going to help us.
Are you cool with missing practice every now and then for just the rest and stuff that Peyton wants to do?
It really depends on him, but whatever they want to do, it's fine with me. I know the object is to be 100% healthy this season and to not miss any games. So whatever we have to do to make that happen, then I'm ready to do it.
When you look back at the injuries for the last 2 years, do you feel like they were kind of more fluky and bad luck, or does it make you worry about your durability?
I don't know. I feel like this year is going to be a test for me, to see where I'm at health-wise. I think I'll be fine. And, I think it's just about doing the little things to keep myself healthy everything adds up, really. Flexibility to the vitamins you take, to the food you eat, everything adds up. So I'm really focusing on that this year and just trying to maintain everything I can to keep my body in shape and stay on the field.